Yes, people. So we got Fire of Truth in the building.
The man, the legend, the myth. Yo, we're honored to have you in the building. You get me?
Man.
Fire of Truth live on Pals for Breakfast, motslive.co.uk. How you feeling, brother?
Yeah, I'm good, you know, man. Thanks for bringing me in, you know what I mean? But I had to come in and show some love, you know. Like, see what you man are doing, and I like the vibe, man. Powerful breakfast and that. It makes sense to be here, you know.
But you don't even know. We're so excited to have you in here today, boy. Because I know what's gonna come out your mouth today is gonna be some fire or truth right here. You're mad.
Definitely smoky settings today.
That was the song we just played. That was by Fire or Truth himself. He's in a group called Fossilites.
Yeah, Fossilites. Yeah, that was me, Steadeye, and Marissa on the chorus. She's not a part of Fossilites.
She's not a part of Fossilites.
That singer weren't. Yeah, she ain't a part of Fossilites. She was there in the studio,
okay,
and she jumped on it. You know what I mean? She just blessed it for us. You know.
She's associations, yeah.
Yeah, she's associate. Yeah. Peoples. You know what I mean?
You know what? I've heard of Mammy Marissa still. I heard a song from her last year. Somewhere is bopping, yeah.
Melanin popping.
That's it.
Jeez. Melanin popping. That tune there for blow up this summer again.
It
that
should though.
Already sounds like Powers.
You not heard it?
Nah, man.
I'll bust it to you still.
Yeah. No, you got to.
Still.
You don't have to get her in, man. She's a good person, man. Good artist as well.
We'll get her in. We'll get her in. When she sees your things, she's gonna come in it, brother.
Yeah. But
listen, this episode we called it Frontline. Yeah, we called it Frontline because we're here with the Frontline King. And if you want to know what that means, we're going to ask him right now. Brother, talk to us. Tell us about your mission.
Well, last year, like, man was going to all the protests and all the demonstrations and that because I didn't agree with what was going on, whether there's a virus or not. I just think the lockdown was contributing to way more than just the virus. Mental health, suicide, you know what I mean, domestic violence, addictions, a lot of stuff was going through the roof, you know. They were just focusing on one thing when a lot of other things were dropping out of place, you know what I mean. So I just thought I want to be out there, you know what I mean. And I thought like there weren't enough coverage of these things, so that's what I was using London Open TV for, to show coverage to the everyday person like me and you know what I mean. And a lot of people was getting that, man, to come to protest and that as well. Even now, the next one, the 24th, there's one the 24th.
Yeah, I'm there with you, bro.
Yeah, that one should be big. Cause
what one's that for?
What
the protests that's coming up?
The protest coming up is against the bill. Yeah. Is against like the lockdowns, because people think, the pubs are open and we're free. You know what I mean? When there's other stuff coming in place, like they're gonna have road locks now, street locks. So if say like 4 people got a variant on your road, they're gonna lock just your road.
Oh wow!
You know what I mean? So it's gonna be like your man is gonna be at the end of, you can't come out your yard, fam. And then who's gonna be out on the road? There's gonna be. Why do you think they're putting these little things in blocking up the roads and that? This is all preparation. This is all preparation for when they want to force the vaccination on us. When you got no choice, you know what I mean? Like they're blocking up every road. Even Ferndale Road in Brixton got blocked 2 days ago, and they said they was taking these things out. And at the end of the road, it's got a block. So they're directing the traffic in one way
to the main road,
so you can't escape. You know what I mean? So they can follow everyone. Like everyone's just on smash.
Wow, it's making sense, bro.
But listen, before we get into the protest talk, let's just talk to the people. Give them a bit about you, my bro. Like, where are you from?
Well, I'm born in Brixton. I was born in Mitesfield. You know what I mean? But I've lived in Brixton, Kennerton, Peckham, like. Yeah, Lambeth and Southwark, basically. You know what I mean? And Croydon and Streatham.
Damn. Gypsy that in the south, yo.
Gypsy king, yo. But I'm originally from Kennerton and Brixton, innit? That's my hometowns, innit? Because back in the day, Kennerton and Brixton was one. Now it's this divide shit. But me, I'll say I'm Kennerton and Brixton, you know? Is there?
You're old school then, yeah?
Because I was born in Brixton, but I was raised in Kennerton. It's mad. Yeah, they're my ends, basically.
South, yeah. And what about origins? What country? Where you from? Like, where's your roots go to?
I don't really know. I'm joking. My dad's Jamaican and my mum's like, she's quarter Bayesian and English. So
Okay.
she's more or less white, but her dad's mixed race. So I'm mixed race, but I'm just dark skin mixed race. You get me? But I don't refer to myself as mixed race. I don't like the term mixed race.
What do you refer to yourself as?
Because black and white makes grey. I'm not grey. You get me?
Knowledge bullet. I love that.
Yeah, I don't like the term mixed race. I refer because, like, say, like my mum. If you see her, she looks like an Italian complexion or whatever. When I was young, I was always questioning my race. I was like, "Mum, what color am I? What color am I?" And she used to always say, "Son, you're black." Because if anything pops off, the police stop you. If a war pops off, you're black.
Oh, well done.
You know what I mean?
Well done, Mumsy, man. Yeah, big up the Empress.
Yeah.
She patterned him.
Yeah.
Proper.
Yeah, my snow queen, you know?
Yeah. Nah, big up, man.
Joking.
Give it. Five. I can't really see this no more.
You know what's funny? I remember I posted a picture of me and my mum on Instagram, and everyone's like, "Your mum's white." They couldn't believe it because they don't know she's mixed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Unless you see my mum with white people, then you realize she's mixed. You understand? But when like black girls get, "Oh, your mum's white." Yeah, what's the problem? What's changed?
What is the problem?
It's there.
My heart's still the same, innit? What's good?
Still the same. I'm like, because my brother is lighter than me, who's got the same mum and dad. He's like proper, like
Okay. He looks proper mixed race, yeah?
fair skin. Yeah. I'm dark skin.
You got
I got blessed, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You got an extra injection of melanin.
Local piece. But people, it's funny because growing up, I'll get stick from both sides. You understand? Like mixed race youths will say, "Oh, you ain't got mixed race privilege." Then the black youths will say, "Raw, you're not really black."
Oh,
so it's like, I was kind of like in a mad middle. You know, like how mixed race people feel like they're in the middle, but I was in the middle of mixed race people and black people. So it's like, what the fuck? That's what got me leading to research myself, my black history more. That's what made me stronger myself. I was like, these black kids don't even know their self, so I want to know myself. That's what made me dig deeper into my history. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I heard that still.
That's big. So with the music, when did you start to get into music? So I've heard a few songs from you now, but is that a more recent thing, or you've been doing it for years?
Well, I've been doing it for years. Like me and the brother who I rap with, Steadeye, we was freestyling. We just used to freestyle every day. We link up. We wouldn't even talk. We're freestyling. You know what I mean? Okay. Then it built up. Then we added an addition to then we started a group called Fossilites.
Yeah.
Then we found our singer. We put Ad on Gumtree. You know?
Jeez.
She's not gonna like that. Big up Lavinia Star. But we met on Gumtree.
That's dope.
Because you know there's a community group in Gumtree for music. Like nobody really knew about it.
No, you know, I've seen it, but I've never really deeped it.
Yeah.
You need to hit that up, you know.
He done plugged us.
Yeah, but I put an ad up, and a couple singers got back to us, but the one was Lavinia Star. She's got that Lauryn Hill feel. That's what we wanted. Like she's just got that essence, you know what I mean? That just gelled with us. So that's what we wanted, was like a Fugees / Wu-Tang, Dead Preds type of feel, you know, like all in, because I don't think there's nothing like that in the UK. Like there's nothing like that in the UK at the moment. You know what I mean? Like everything's just the same. Everyone sounds the same, apart from what you, Trilla, you lot are playing. Yeah, everything's just the same. How can everyone be rapping with the same flow? You know what I mean? It's mad, bro. I can't stick it. So I thought, I don't like this music, so I got to create my own sound.
Control.
You know what I mean? Like what you man are on, what you man promote, and that, like it's gonna come to the forefront eventually. You know what I mean? But I think the UK market, but I don't know. I think for the Fossilites, I think America, if we get played in America, I think we'll blow. I don't know why. I've always got this feel like if we touch America, we're gonna bust. We're gonna be the first UK group to proper bust America.
Right.
I got confidence in that. I don't know why. I don't know why. It's good to have confidence sometimes.
Maybe because the sound, innit?
Yeah,
it relates to them more. It's more palatable to them as well.
Because even America, there's not that much rappers I can think of that. I don't listen to nobody no more.
I think America that's played out now, man.
Yeah,
from time D Block and that's done. Get out here. I don't want to hear no young tuggy. Yeah, I mean, real men, no young tugs out here. Real men, you get me, Gigi?
Yeah.
So how long you been rapping for?
Years, man. Years. But taking it seriously, I'll say the last 2 years. You know what I mean? Because before lockdown, we went to a studio in Peckham. Big up, Big Bubs. That's a guy there who proper got behind us. A producer who was on to us. You know, he's phoning us, when you come studio again, when you come, like, I ain't heard nothing like you lot. He's calling us Mob UK, because when he first met me, he was just being steady.
So he's a woke producer as well, is he? He's a woke guy.
No, he does bare whatever else. He does everything. He's a balanced guy. He loves music. He loves the work rate. He loves, you know, like, I appreciate people that just love music. From you got the work rate and you're doing something, he loves it. You know what I mean? Okay. Like, big producer, man. Big him up.
Give him a shout out.
Big Bubs. Big up Big Bubs, man. You know what I mean? Peckham's finest. You know, always there.
So what's the plans for the year for music?
For music,
any other songs, features?
Yeah, like, oh yeah, the song Free Blessings, that was our first feature with a next rapper, and that was with Nadja Souls from PDC. And that them two songs, 2020 and Free Blessings, got done the same day on my birthday. Them artists was just in the studio, and we just came together. Like, it was mad. And it was mad because Nadja Souls, bruv, he's a UK underdog legend. Like, he's like a core mega, like, in the UK. Like, lyrically, I don't think no one can touch him. You know what I mean? Like, and his presence, I learned so much from him when man went studio. His presence on the mic, and yeah, I was like, raw, this guy's proper talent. When you see it in real life, you're like, raw. Like, he just wrote to our tune there and then. You know what I mean? And it's like, within 20 minutes, he wrote his bars. He's 16. He's like, yeah, I'm ready.
I prefer that though, man.
Yeah.
Like, feeling the vibe. You write bars quicker. When you're forcing it, I don't like that stuff, man.
The powers are there. Then.
Yeah, the powers are there, man.
The powers are there, exactly. Yeah, it was just that session was just crazy, man. Crazy.
So where did the name Fire of Truth come from?
Instagram. That was an accident.
Yeah,
my first Instagram was called Fire of Truth.
That's how I met you.
Yeah, it was Fire of Truth, and I was like,
I love that name.
Yeah, but then people, you know, your Instagram name, people start calling you. I was like, Rob, my name, that's not my name.
That's how I saw you. I said, yo, Fire of Truth. You're looking at me like,
people in the road coming up to man like, yo, Fire of Truth. I'm like, who's that? Like, I'm looking around me and I'm trying to think, people actually call you by this, you know what I mean? Then I started to feel like this is a big burden, Fire of Truth, because anything I say now, when I had the name Fire of Truth for my Instagram, anything I say, people will be like, oh, you can't, you're wrong, it's not the truth, it's not the truth. So now I flipped it. Yeah, it's my truth. It's Fire of my truth. You understand? Like, I don't know what your truth is. This is my truth. You know what I mean? And the truth is different from fact. That's what people don't understand. There's a difference between truth and fact. Truth is opinion based. Fact is fact. You understand?
okay, yeah, for real.
That's powers.
For real.
Powers.
I like that you broke that down still.
Yeah. So what was your influences then growing up that's led you to this Fire of Truth?
Well, I'll say music wise and like spitting in a certain way, like consciously or whatever, it was actually from family. There was a group back in the day called the Cookie Crew, and one of them was my mum's cousin. Yeah. And they were like the first UK, or one of the first UK female groups to bust up America and bust up off her hair. They used to rap in American accent, but it was all conscious, you understand? And when I was little, I was just mesmerized by them. Like, I used to listen to their bars, and if you listen to their music now, it sounds like it was made now, because how relevant it was. Bare love and consciousness, and they got a song called Secret to Success, and that tune just always stayed in my head. You know what I mean? Even though there was females, it's like,
I love the title already.
Huh?
I love the title already.
Yeah. If you hear them, like, you'd be like, bro, they're hard. You know what I mean? Like, now, but it's the only thing is, this is what people don't understand. When people was rapping American then, this was 1989, and them times they're 1991. Remember, hip hop is only like 45 years old. So back then it was only like 20 years old. So obviously English people are going to be rapping American a little, because it's still fresh in America. Well,
even in Af, they were rapping in American.
Exactly. So but you know, when people say the GOATs of the UK and they big up all these recent people, I'm like, you lot don't know your UK history, your UK rap history. You know,
people like Chung Family, they were rapping them times.
Chung Family, them 57 Dynasty.
Yes. Even PDC, bruv.
They're kind of new though, in the sense of like, they weren't like early 90s. They was late 90s. You know what I mean? PDC, they more brought the gangster element. Like, and SMS. I'll say people say SMS was the first to bring the gangster element. But the thing about SMS, what I liked about SMS, and even PDC, the difference between the music now and then, they was dropping jewels as well.
Definitely.
They'll have 1-2 rappers in the camp that was dropping jewels. Not all of them was killy. There was 1-2 man that was on smoke, that was the killy ones. Like, oh, if you see him, he might be on some madness. Not every single one of them was like that. You understand? And the thing about SMS, what they spread it in the hood, what was new was they were saying, love your brother. Like, they was bringing the Muslim thing in, you know what I mean? Like, love, give your brother a hug when you see him. And man, they weren't familiar with that, you know what I mean? That was new to us, so that was inspirational, you know what I mean? Like, I thought they brought the love in, but there was gangster element, but they brought a balance. There was a balance. That's the thing between now and then. Is the big difference is the balance, you know what I mean?
Big up SMS then. They put it on the map then. You get me? Because that's history.
Yeah, no, that's
now their history's crazy, bruv. When you really see their Black album, the way that touched the streets, you gotta think that inspired people to change their life to go on their deen, bruv. You know how powerful that is. Like they inspired man to change their whole life, their whole religious concept, and change. Like Smooth stopped spitting rap just to go on his deen. But he was my favourite rapper, UK rapper, was Smooth from SMS. He was hard because I loved the balance. I just I'm not telling man to stop talking crud, you know. I'm just saying have balance. Tell me the real stuff as well.
Yeah, of course.
You know, like enough of these little youths say their mum, they was broke growing up when, bruv, you had 120s and electric scooters. Your mum was looking after you. Don't lie. It weren't that hard.
It weren't that hard.
Or like some people say, I was eating corned beef and rice and electric went. Like, that's not that hard. You know what I mean? When I hear certain people struggle, I'm like, what are you complaining about, really?
I know. They need to go
AF. When I went to Jamaica, that was the eye-opener, bruv. Like, for the first, because I went when I was a big man. So when I went there, I was like, raw, everyone's my colour.
Okay.
That touch, as soon as I got off the plane, I felt like I want to cry.
Oh.
Because the policeman, the fireman, the air hostess, the man in Kentucky, everyone was like, man, you know what I mean? Like, and to feel that and to see the poverty, I thought when people say, oh, England's environment is the reason why these young youths are acting like that, shut up, bruv. Like, just allow it. It's deeper than that, you know. It's got our environment's good because the Asians will come into our community and they'll become millionaires. They'll open up their corner shop, they're patting up themselves, they do their thing. Us now, oh, the environment is why the kids are like this. We keep on making excuses for them.
Too many excuses, bro. But you go boss man shop every day, he ain't made excuses. And you go to some boss man shops and they ain't got much in there, but he's still holding down his court, bruv, and he's still getting down his dollar. You get me? I think we need to take a leaf out of people's books, bro, and just learn.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Learn to be better. Build your community better.
Yeah, is that to do with culture as well, though? Because obviously they're cultured in a certain way, and they culture their people as well.
I hear that. We need to get our head round it, though. Like, it's not everything's trap. You know, trapping you can be trapping staples, bro. You get me? Like, it's that true, bro. You can be trapping pens. If someone on the block's trapping pens, you all buy that off him, like.
Yeah.
And keep the community money flowing in the community. You know what it is? The money don't stay in man's hands, bro. It don't go to your hand. It goes to next man's hand straight away. We need to keep the money passing a good 5 to 10 times, bro, before it leaves us, bro. That's the biggest problem right now in the black community, bro. Your dollars are going everywhere. And you know what they call us? They call us liquid money, G. So it just seeps through our hands, bro.
Facts.
Okay. So listen, we're having a little break right now. I'm gonna come back with Catchable Fire or Truth. Before we start getting to the protest and shit, and deep stuff like he's locking up in the pattern.
Okay.
Let me use my one, Lou. That one, I'm gonna hold it over that one, innit?
And all my brothers and sisters that's been taken by this racist system. All my ancestors looking down on us, giving us strength right about now.
No, I have all my idea.
Yo, this is the last generation that you're gonna fuck with. You see, the trouble is, we was out here searching for justices way before social media was showing clutching fists. They snuffed the king live on TV, then kept on pumping it. Then they wondering why the youngers wanna bun the ting. That you were born with a burden to have this color skin. Took a live murder before they understood the suffering. My granny used to say, you gotta work twice as hard as the white man if you wanna earn the same as him. But no, granny, I'm done. I want my fair share.
in this
All that
video as
working
well.
hard, they still murdered George live on air. Yeah, another black
Yeah, I was
mother's
right
got a
next to him,
quiet
bro.
tear. Man had his hands in his pockets like I don't care. Well, no more are we taking making it. Rest in peace, George, you started the mass awakening. It's gone around the world, it's like history in the making. So the system's gotta come down, it was built on racism. Rosa was standing, Martin was walking, Malcolm was fighting, they don't want us talking. It opens up wounds, they know it's appalling. It's time to look in the mirror and deal with your bullshit. You didn't do it, but your great-great-granddaddy did. And now your white privilege is affecting my kids. Cause if your son becomes a fed, and my son becomes a dread, and your son arrests my son might not live. Fuck that, I prefer to die so he can live. So he can tell his kids granddad weren't having it. 2020 in the concrete forest, granddad did bun down Boris, just to make sure that we could live. You've seen the people coming together, now you've seen the shit. My white brother standing with me now, we needed this. When they said the revolution would be televised, I bet they never imagined it on my phone in HD and shit. You can take down walls and statues. We prefer if you change laws and statutes. You try to make it about a race war, that's not true. We just want the feds to stop killing our black youths. We just want respect for the things that blacks do. If it's a democracy, do what Democrats do. We the only race, had our history erased and had it rubbed in the face. You've come far, like that'll do. Like for the record, all lives matter is offensive. If you don't get it, ask the whites that's protesting. All my white friends in all my friends list don't need no explanation. They just with me in the trenches again. All lives matter is offensive. If you don't get it, ask the whites that's protesting. Cause all my white friends in all my friends list don't need no explanation. They just with me in the trenches.
Some make it out. Some ain't got the heart, some behold the spirit. Some do it for the living, most do it for clout. Some do it for the money, the dollar, the pound. Some get it on their own, leech on their own. For the love of money, see niggas done on their own. They told me I can't do it, that it don't make sense. You switch too fast, it's either the grave or pen. They told me I can't do it, that it don't make sense. You switch too fast, it's either the grave or pen. Why you keep wasting your energy? Never let them draw out the energy. They just want your fall cause they're jealousy. Yeah, protect your energy. Why you keep
We are live, we are back with Fire of Truth on our Frontline episode. Yes. So Fire of Truth, talk to me, dog. Why are you on all these protests? What do you plan on achieving by protesting?
Do you know what it is here? Like, a lot of people will say to me, why are you going protesting? It don't do nothing. I'm like, yeah, it don't do nothing because you're at home.
It does do something.
You know what I mean? Like, most people that say it, though, they're the ones that stay at home. Like, I could give instance that it has made a difference. You understand? Like, even with the reparations march, like, that started like 5 years ago, the one with Esther Stanfield. And now it's building up momentum. Now reparations is ringing through the Houses of Parliament, ringing through the big banks of the English. Forget Black Lives Matter. It was before BLM was talking about this. It was like reparations movement that kind of spearheaded this talk. This is why all these banks and stuff are talking about, we need to reparate the black people now. You know what I mean? So the reason why I go as well is to network, because you'll meet like-minded people there. When I go to them marches, the friends that I've made, the people, bro, is amazing. They're not people that I will meet in Satty Bar or Kitchen. You feel me? I'm not going to meet them people in them settings, you know? Like, so when I go there, I love the people that I meet, the like-minded people. And it's not even a colour thing when I go there, because it's not just pro-black marches that I go to, you feel me, or black marches. I go to, like, I went to Save the Children's March as well last year. And the characters was different, the energy. It was just bare women. I'm like, is it only women that want to save the children? You know, with child trafficking and that. It's just bare women. You know what I mean?
No, it's kind of sad to say that, bro. I feel like we got to normalise unisex, everything unisex, bro. I feel like because we got
Whoa.
Normalize unisex, you know, like is that liquid fluid the genders and stuff.
Did I say that? No, alright, cool. What I meant is, yeah, like, because in our brains we're set in a certain way. Like, football needs to be just men. We need to mix everything together, bro. And that's where the balance really comes in. Because right now it's not balanced at all, bro. Like, when you just said that, you just see women at the Save the Children protest only. Bro, it takes 2 to make kids, bro.
Yeah.
You hear me? So it's weird to see just women there.
Yeah, but I think, like, with them protests there, like I said, the people I meet, especially like the white people that I meet there, like I've never had so much white friends. I've got so much white friends over the last year from just going to them protests. You know what I mean? And they proper support, man. On man's they're supportive. I'm like,
I see them still.
You know what I mean? In the comments, like, they're more supportive than some of my people's. You know what I mean? Like, I'm like, raw. They're proper showing love. It's about meeting people that's on the same page as you, innit?
Yeah.
The same tribe. Like, obviously my people's first, but, like, you know, like when we say Black Power, we always forget what else the Black Panther said. They said Black Power for Black people, yellow power for yellow people, brown power for brown people, and white power for white people. That's the equal balance, you understand? It was just Black Power, so it makes us look like we're just for us, but they didn't just say that. They miss out the other things that they said. You know what I mean? It's just to have a balanced playing field. That's what I think. There's a balanced playing field. That's what it's about.
You're right, because it is all about mentalities now. Like, you be foolish to think another black man gonna snake you out here. And let's not forget, Moses and Pharaoh were both black, bruh. Let's not forget that, G. Do you get me?
So let's paint a picture of a typical protest. So for someone that's never been to a protest, what are they generally like? Because they're called peaceful protests, but obviously on the news and stuff, they'll show you maybe a violent aspect to it. So does everyone come for a peaceful protest, and are there people there to stir things up? And
to tell you the truth, like, it's good you touched on that point, because when you go to the protest and you see some of the violence pop off, some of them are actors, bruv.
Yes.
Some of them are actors. Like, there was this girl at one, and that the police roughed her up, but when they got behind the barrier, they just let her out the handcuffs, and she was just standing there. That's what I'm saying. So this is why I wouldn't call everyone out to every protest. You understand? Because some of them are with Antifa and all these type of people, or the government setting them up to draw you out. You know, some of them are actually a psyops. That's the word I was looking for. Some of them are set up. So, but
at some protests, you just find stacks of bricks just laying there.
Just about to say that.
Like, you know what that's for already, cuz.
Yeah. Like, the violence there, like, tell you the truth, I ain't really seen no proper violence. Like, couple man, get handcuffed, that's it, it's done. It's not like, to me as well, I hate the term of peaceful protesting. You understand? Take the peace out of it. They're not using peace with us. You know what I mean? But I understand the philosophies and stuff of only peace will overcome the evil and all of this, but that ain't been working, bro. I'm not telling anyone, I'm not inciting violence or nothing. But I'm saying take the peace out of it, because I think that's when they don't take you serious. You know what I mean? That's when they say, they're on a peaceful thing. Just leave them, make them march through the city. Like, and who was it? Extinction Rebellion. Yeah. If you remember 2019, when they locked down the city, when they was camping on the bridges. They had a big pink submarine in central London, sleeping on the road for plastic bottles in the ocean and animals. But we can't do that for what's going on now. That's what I think the type of protest should be going on. We should be camping outside their thing, you know what I mean? We should be out there, but people ain't willing to lose their comfort. That's what it is. It's like this, man just wants to be in their yard, internet, sofa. You know, it's the comfort. People complain about the government and stuff and whatever, but they don't want to lose their comfort zone. That's the main thing. Is everyone's just in this comfort thing. And like, what do they say? To lead to success, you have to come out your comfort zone. It's the same with freedom. We have to come out. That is freedom, to be out of your comfort zone.
You gotta give a little to get a lot, bro. They're not trying to give that little neither. Do you get what I'm saying? And embarrassment is the cost of entry, innit? Like, guys don't want to do that to go to the next level, bro.
I think that happens with progress as well, and going further, and enhancing your skills, you have to get out of your comfort zone to do that as well, man. So
That's where growth is, though.
yeah,
Do you get me?
Like
So-
the other day, sorry, I was gonna say I was talking on the comfort zone thing again. Like the other day, like I was doing, we had a jamming session with the Foster Lights or whatever, and then we put on a reggae beat, and some magic came, bro.
I bet.
Because we came out of comfort zone, like like that's an exclusive though. Like man ain't finished the tune, but man's got the chorus and the hook. But I can't wait for people to hear it.
Reggae,
You know what I mean? Like the reggae, it felt so
The roots.
loose. You know what I mean? Man felt like just comfortable. Like, and we didn't aim to do that. It was just put on the beat and it just happened. The magic just came out of the comfort zone. You know what I mean?
So I know this is off topic. Yeah, but I'm bringing it back on topic. What influence is music did you have growing up? Was it reggae? Was reggae one of your main influences?
My dad's a sound man, innit? So I was
Okay.
raving from I was like 5, bro, 6. Like I was getting them whining on. Like I'm talking about from little, man was at rage because back in the day there was all dayers. My dad was like, that's my dad's life, innit? Is music.
Okay.
You understand? And before he was a sound man DJ, he used to be a mic man.
Okay.
You understand? But I didn't know about his mic man. When I was born, he was a DJ, so man was at parties all the time, reggae parties. This is the next thing I say. People forget the history of UK rap. It was the sound man them that was playing the UK rappers. May I bring through this youth, him can rap and then they'll put him on the stage or like Power Jam, Lightning FM. They was playing them and they was sound man that started those radio stations. You
Pirates,
feel me? They brought them through, but when everyone talks about the GOATs and that, they mention all these people, but I'm like, they weren't the GOATs. The GOATs are the people that brought people. Remember, BBC and all these stations wasn't playing, man. They weren't playing, man. It was the pirate stations that was playing, man. And people forget that. They give love to I don't even want to say no names, but you know, like that big guy, you know, he's got the alcohol and this next DJs, like they give the power to them, that old DJ as well. They give the power, but it was the sound man them that
Well, you're right.
blew it up, fam.
Because even when you Grime is popping right now. Grime was the pirate radio DJs that made it what it is today, cuz. Deja Vu. Rooftop.
The Light FM.
Come on, G.
That was my power Sundays when I was little. Was the Light FM with So Solid K. Every Sunday, man was there religiously, fam. And that was pirate. You know, sometimes it'll call, oh, we gotta fix the rig. They're going on the flipping roof and fixing the rig and that. People forget about the pirate stations, and we're bigging up. We gave all the power to the mainstream stations now. That's why you just see the same artists circulating.
Yeah.
Remember back in the day, certain DJs will play their individual artists that they like.
Yeah.
It went all the DJs play the same tunes. You're not a DJ, bro. Like you all play the same songs.
Clout innit?
It's the same playlist. Like your playlist is all the same. How does that make sense? How? Like DJs ain't the same no more, bro. Yeah, but
Let's read it back to the protest, though, my bro.
yeah.
Have you seen any changes from the protest since you've been protesting?
Bro, alright, let's deal with the recent protests, the freedom ones and that. Everything that we were saying at the first protest is coming out in the news now. About the mask, about the tests being faulty.
Yeah.
It's on BBC now.
Yeah, I see that.
BBC now is saying, oh, the main test centre is contaminated. We were saying this, but you were saying it was conspiracy theorists. The vaccination passport, we were saying that they're going to bring it through, but now Boris said last year or the year before, there won't be no vaccination passport.
Dickhead.
You know, now he's saying it might have to come through. It looks definite. It's going to come
we
through.
won't be able to do nothing.
See that? I believe that's the beginning of biometrics, bro.
Bruv, they're already talking about this shit, bro.
Beginning of biometrics, bro. That's it. You get me?
Biometric. They was talking about. I posted this yesterday. How they put human cells in a monkey. Was it?
Yeah. I believe they've done that video.
Yeah.
They've done tried and tested that a long time ago, bro.
Because someone brought up Dolly the sheep, and that was like 20 years ago.
The clone.
The clone sheep. So imagine what they're doing now. If Dolly the sheep was 20 years ago, they got flipping Dolly the monkey, Dolly the goat. They got all them things now.
Have you heard of a chupacabra? Huh?
What?
You never heard that? Brother, listen. Yeah, there's one thing in Mexico they created, bro.
No.
Yeah, bro.
Wow.
The thing can run fast, it got stealth, and it can fly, blood. And it's killing bare of animals in Mexico and that, bro.
Is that man-made animal you're
Yeah,
talking about?
and the Mexican people are saying it wasn't here until that lab over there came. You know the ones there. But let's get back on topic though, so I just have to add that there quickly.
No, that's relevant. That's relevant.
It's very relevant.
The Chupacabra.
What's been your most liberating protest you've been to?
Our hands down, I have to say the reparations march.
Jeez! That was a dope one still.
It's the energy there. I'm not
Energy.
talking about the one last year. Let me make that clear. Because the one last year, I saw bare other groups come that I've never seen there before.
Okay.
Like in the sense of the alphabet community and all of these other people was there. I've never seen that reparations march. You understand? I'm talking about the year before, 2019, 2018, back to 2015. When you go there, even though there weren't much of us, the spirit, like the energy is just different, fam. The Rasta man playing the drum, good, and you're just walking all the way to. You don't even feel your feet. You know what I mean? Like, and you're with your elders. Like, even one year,
Carrying you.
Yeah, they try to stop us going through. And me and my brethren Steady was there from Fossilites, and the police stopped us going through, and it was like me and Steady got this mad energy, and we just threw the police cones and said, come through. Then everyone just started marching through. The police just stood back. You understand? And that felt
Big up
amazing.
Steady still.
That felt amazing, you know. And then when I went to a meeting, there was like me and Steady just sitting there. It's like, yeah, and the two youth them that pick up the corns and make us come through, and we're just sitting there. We're not trying to glorify, take the recognition, but we was happy that they clocked that man bought. That day was amazing. I'm not gonna lie, the energy that man felt from, like your whole body, you can feel it. You know what I mean?
Powers are there, man.
The powers, yeah.
And who do you support when you go protesting? What groups are you with?
Arsenal. No, I'm joking. Flipping. Who do I support? Do you know what it is? Sometimes I go to protests just to network. I'm not actually in support of the organisations that start the protests. You understand? Certain times. Sometimes if they're marching for freedom, I don't even care what groups are there. I'm going as me, a Foster, like London Open TV. Like I'm going as my own entity to link up with them. Or there's no organisation that I can think off the top of head that I'm like, I'm about that organisation. You understand? Like, because when I get close to these organisations or these black conscious groups and that, like, I'm like, no, let me fall back. It's not for me. You know what I mean?
I'm a bit like you as well, bro. I just see something that just makes me feel a bit off key sometimes. You get me?
Yeah.
I'm not going to go into politics about it, but I feel you.
Yeah.
Speaking of reparations, March, do you think black people need reparations?
And what do you think needs to happen as well?
I think what reparations is, what a lot of people think reparations is money.
No.
Nah, it's about healing of the mind, body and soul.
And foundation as well,
Yeah.
foundation building. You know what I'm
Foundation. I don't think no one should actually individually get money. I think the money should go into the infrastructure of Africa and the diaspora, but mainly Africa. So people from the diaspora can go back to Africa, and there's jobs and there's train tracks and the roads are nice. You know what I mean?
Say that one more time for the people at the back. Say that again.
Now I think the money for reparations, I don't think no one everyone's like, so we're all gonna get $1,000. I'm like, no. It should go into the infrastructure of Africa, like the train tracks, the roads, schools, hospitals. Yeah, we don't want their money. We don't want their money like that. You understand? Like, remember when David Cameron came out and said, we're giving money to Jamaica for prisons. We're going to give them 52 million reparations for prisons so they can send back all the Jamaican prisoners to Jamaica. And I think Jamaica denounced it. But that just showed you, for him even to say that they know eventually they're going to have to do it. That's why a mad one, this COVID thing and that, the timing was crazy because reparations was flowing through Parliament and the system. Then all of a sudden, COVID, like they're losing their grip, they're losing their power. That's why they're throwing out all their special weapons now. Let me throw out this now. What was the last Avengers called? The Endgame. That is, Sam was clipped his fingers. Half the world's population gone. COVID.
Oh,
You know?
damn!
So when you,
It's a bit early for this. Time for breakfast. I didn't even see that as well, but. Oh wow!
yeah, Yeah.
And all his bullets. You hear that? Thanos clicked his fingers and half the world population went.
Bill Gates clicked his fingers. Hey, bro.
True,
Have you heard of that? The Georgian Stone?
What's that?
Yeah. And they said about the 500,000.
Bro!
They want population as well.
They're trying to...
Oh, it's written in stone. Yeah.
What's this?
They're
What's
trying
this
to get
going
the world population down to 500 million, dog.
Say the thing, there's a monument.
Yeah, bro.
No way.
That was in the ground stone, and he wrapped all the laws they want for the future.
Just appeared.
For the new world order. 500,000.
Where's this? Where's this?
America, where is it? It might even be in Georgia.
In America, yeah. Wow.
Been there for like hundreds of years.
Yeah.
We're gonna put a picture up it on our YouTube.
So what? Wait. So what? There's how many people in the world then?
7 billion,
7
dog.
billion, and they want to get it down to 500 million, 500,000. That's
Yes.
mad.
500 million, G.
But it kind of goes like, you know, like the Bible, when the Bible says only a few will be saved.
Yeah, I don't
like
everyone
it's
can
going
come.
into their agenda again. So 500,000 is near to the number. I think it was 40-something thousand in the Bible.
144,000.
Something like that, you know what I mean? So it's like, it's intertwined, you know what I mean? Like, and that was, you know, that stone was put there years ago, bro. And now it's coming out like raw. You know what I mean?
Because people are deep in it, looking around. You get me?
They're really doing this thing. Because
My bro, what's your thoughts on the Kill the Bill?
is that to do with the police, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, that's to do with the
Protest.
bills that's coming through.
Yeah.
Do you know, like, all this happy pub thing that's going on now? Bruv, do you know what stuff they're shifting through? Like the streets thing that I told you about. Oh, they're going to be like locking down individual streets and tower blocks and stuff. Like, yeah, you got to stay in your block. So much bills are being pushed through under the carpet right now. You know what I mean? That people are missing out. That's why the Kill Bill thing, we have to stand up. You understand?
100%.
But I don't think enough people stand up. I'm not sure. It might not be too late, but
Sticky one, innit, blood?
the way how I'm seeing people so happy now just to drink outside in the cold, bruv. It's
Tapped,
mad,
bro.
They're telling you to drink outside in the cold, but you can go swimming and in the gym. How does that make sense?
No, I don't think swimming pool's open. The gym's open.
Oh, swimming is open.
Swimming is open, bro.
Swimming is open, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
My bad.
But on the flip side, people are saying swimming is the best place to go. But are you going to swim with a mask on? Because the chlorine in the water. So
This whole thing's pick and choose, innit, cuz? Like,
That-
fully.
The man that wear masks walking down the road with perfect fresh air, I believe they're the man that will swim in a mask. You might as well, innit?
I see people driving by themselves
the window's closed.
with a mask on. And it's like, come on, man. Like, it's a bit stupid now, do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, it is.
And look at the worms and stuff they're finding in masks now. Like they're putting water in the mask and put it under microscope. That's why if I'm wearing a mask, I wouldn't wear a surgical mask. Because sometimes I was on this thing of never wearing a mask. I just got to a point where it's getting exhausting. Every shop I'm going in, I'm like, do you know what? Sometimes it's better to go under the radar than stand out all the time.
Yeah.
You know, like on their cameras, like, look at him. Like, you know, you don't know.
Yeah.
Like, he's never got, like, sometimes, that's what I understand now. That's why I don't judge people for wearing masks as such. But when you're walking down the road, Boris didn't say wear it down the road.
No.
You're going the extra mile. When you're going the extra mile, if you just go in the supermarket, come out, that's cool. But when you're going that extra mile,
But
nah.
even that's compliance, though, still. Like, just even wearing it to the shop.
Yeah, I know
what I'm
what you're
saying?
saying. I don't wear it all the time, but sometimes it's like, you know what, I just know the security guard's going to be on the mad.
I know,
Because I will
I
get in
know.
a madness. You know what I mean?
You don't have an easy day sometimes, you know what I'm saying?
No, it's when they put it on in schools. That's what got to me.
Yeah.
Like this, my oldest son is 15. So in school now, they're telling him. For first they said he's got to wear it just in the corridors. Now they're saying he's got to wear it in class. I phoned the school because they said he's got to get tested twice a week. I said, is it mandatory? They're like, no, it's government guidelines. But I'm like, is it mandatory? It's government guidelines. I said, okay, so my son's not wearing a mask or getting tested. They're like, okay, send him into school on Monday.
Yeah.
But a lot of parents, when they hear government guidelines, they're like, they don't. The wordplay is mad. See, these people, it's just wordplay. It's not, from they're not saying it's mandatory. Well, my son's not taking no test. Now look what's happening with the test. It's filled with cancer. They're telling our children to take them twice.
And you got the people enforcing it now, blood. Not even the Fed. The people at the schools are enforcing it. You must wear it. You can't come here. Or they start singling you out. And you know what? My daughter actually used to come back from school tired, bro.
I was just gonna get into that side, like the
Like, every day. So I called in and said, "No, you can't wear the mask no more." She's fine now, G. She's fine now, G.
You got to think their lungs ain't developed, so you're suffocating their lungs all the time. Because if you go to the construction site and you check the health thing when they wear masks, people in construction site that wear masks all the time, their health is messed by the time they're 50, rare. So imagine a child wearing a mask all the time.
6 hours a day, bro.
Yeah, no fresh air, just breathing in your own carbon dioxide, isn't it?
That's just. Are we just gone stupid, bro? I don't. It's mad, cuz. It's mad. What changes do you feel need to happen in order for everyone to be on an equal playing field, my bro?
I don't think that could never happen. The animal kingdom. Just look at the animal kingdom, bro. Like I used to have that thing of, yeah, a perfect world, everything's balanced, but like, how can you? This might sound controversial, but how can you blame the white man for being the white man? You understand? How can you blame the Chinese man for wanting for the Chinese man? Like with us, because we're godlike people, we can't spasm their evil. Like their evil, just like, why are you so evil? Yeah, we don't understand it. I can't comprehend their evil. Their evil. So with us now, it's like we don't understand it. But we gotta understand, if we don't understand it, we're gonna be under it. You know what I mean? Yeah. If we don't understand that this ain't no pretty thing, we're gonna have to step up the thing.
We gotta overstand that.
We gotta overstand, like every other race is about their race. Us, we're just loving people naturally. You know what I mean? That's why I think they always make examples of us as well, because they know we're godlike. So whenever we do something wrong, they put it on the front of the paper. Black man done this, black man. Because they know our nature is supposed to be godlike. We're supposed to be the examples of the world. You know what I mean? So they put us on this low frequency.
And sometimes I think we retract from things. For example, we should be copying and implementing what they done to man, innit? You get me, cuz? And get back on a level playing field. Instead we retract and don't want to do that at all. Which is actually keeping us back a bit. Do you get what I'm saying? When you look at the Chinese and that, they took parts of here and there and adapted it into their culture, and they advanced forward, bro.
Yeah.
Today, look where they are today. World power. They're talking world power now, bro.
Yeah.
50 years ago, guys were taking a mick out of the Chinese, bro. Do you get what I'm saying? We just need to think about generation wealth. We don't think about that enough as black people, bro.
Yeah.
We don't.
No.
We always think about today.
Yeah.
But other races ain't thinking about today, bro. Only us. It's a shame, cuz. You can't leave nothing for your youth, them blood.
Nah, man.
Yeah,
You gotta have them assets to leave for them, though.
But it's a selfish mindset as well, cuz like when you think about it, everyone wants to be drippy. How are you gonna have a mindset to leave generation wealth when you're thinking about the newest? It's stupid, cuz. And when you deep it, you can get a new car as an asset from your company. But guys are just spunking money. It's just, bro, I'm just tired, man. We need to educate the people more, blood.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? Because that's where everything lies. Education.
And I think that brand culture and that, like, I'm trying my best to get out of it, but it's hard. You know what I mean? But I noticed if I wear a pair of Reebok and some, I don't know, some Oasis tracksuit, bruv, no black you ain't screwing me. No one's looking at me. You don't attract that energy. See, when I'm in Nike or I'm looking, that's why I try to dress down, because I know when I dress up, I'm attracting the demons and the goblins. Oh, where did you get that? Them exclusive trainers from. And these man's walking on the road, man's in a drop top Benz screwing me.
Whack.
I'm like, what's going on here, my girl? You know what I mean? I have to look behind me, like, what's going on? You know, I don't understand that energy there, you know. But it's people say it's the Willie Lynch syndrome and all that. But when I researched Willie Lynch, that's a myth.
I heard that as well.
I heard it was a myth. You know what I mean? Like, it's
keep man in fear.
Keep man in fear. Like, we need to stop putting blame on other things and be accountable. And I think the problem had to go into the youth, because I think that was a part of the setup of the show. Is the thing with the youths now, with this generation, we're sugarcoating it too much.
100.
Like, community leaders back in the day didn't used to come down to the youth level. Oh, I understand why you're doing it.
No.
Oh, that's the way out. Oh, you got to talk about killing your brother to get out.
Look at Khalid Muhammad. Savage. He'll tell you what it is, cuz.
Malcolm X, all them, man, they won't look at Black Panther, the Black Panther Party and the Nation of Islam. They used to run up on drug dealers and kick them out of the ends.
That's what we need to get back into, bro.
But the conscious, see what it is, the conscious community is more selfish than the mainstream community. They will big each other up even though they're ops. You understand? Like, even if I'm doing a tune and I'm a driller and I say, rare, F Brixton or whatever, or F Kennan or whatever, I'm still bigging them up. Conscious youths won't big up a next conscious rapper at all.
Won't talk about him at all.
Because every conscious rapper wants to be Jesus. They got that Jesus syndrome. Like, they want to be
fire through.
No, it's bad, bro.
That's a real drill. But since you're talking about education and the youth, do you feel we need to educate our youth outside of school much more?
Yeah, and do you know this stuff? Oh, they got to teach Black history in school. I'm like, shut up, man.
History,
Yeah.
Why do you want them to teach? We're in England. They're teaching English. When you come home, you teach them about their history. Why would I want them to teach them our history? So they're gonna teach them about Martin Luther King all the time. Oh, MKL. That's who NK Ultra. You know, that's all they're gonna teach them. That's all they're gonna teach them about is Martin Luther King. You know what I mean, bro? So it's just that I think that side you do at home. Not in school they should have droplets of it. Yeah, they should teach them black, but teach them that at home, innit? That's the one thing you should teach at home. Like, I teach my son about Marcus Garvey from young. Now he's got older. Then the other day he's like, he loves reading. My son's different. He asks me for Christmas or whatever. Like, I'm not Christian, but I celebrated them things growing up, so I'll still get them a present, but I'll teach them, man, just getting you a present because it's the end of the year. You get me? Little end of the year present. And because my youths are good, I don't see nothing wrong with treating them a bit. So, but I'm like, what do you want this year? My son's like, Dad, can you get me this book collection? You know what I mean? Like, he's
wise man.
Like, that's what he asks. He don't ask me for trainers or nothing. He asks me for books. So the other day he come, now what I done with him when he was younger, he's starting to understand. He's like, Rod, Dad, can you get me it was funny though, because he asked me for a Martin Luther King book, but I was kind of skeptic. But I was like, you know what, make him start there on the soft approach. You'll get to because I remember when he was 10 and I made him watch the Malcolm X film. He watched the whole film 3 hours, bruv. He's 10. He's like, Dad, can we watch that again?
Oh wow, big man thing, yo. I mean, the seeds you sown, will be worth it, bro.
Yeah, because when they're older, they'll start to see life and like, what my dad told me when I was younger. Like, what got me into consciousness was that book, The Distraction of the Black Race. What's it called?
The Distraction of the Black Race, the horse.
Yeah.
Your brother sent me that as well. Hey, big up Jimbo.
See that book there, fam. That book there. When I saw the picture, I couldn't read them times there because man was like 9, 10. I couldn't read. This book was complicated, and that book just always stayed in my head. I don't know, that just the title just got me thinking more conscious from that age. You know what I mean? So them stuff you see from them age, the conscious stuff will come back when you're older.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I mean?
100%. Yeah, man. So what? You definitely got to be educating your youth outside of school, man. You can't expect the enemy to be doing it for you, bruv. And don't complain as well. Do you get me? If you're not filling in that parts.
Yeah. Do we know if there's any schools or anything like that?
Like
personal,
right now?
like outside of schools, like a Saturday school or something where you can take your kids and you know the people there. Do you know what I mean?
You know what? We need to filter that out and big them up. Then that's what we need to do. That's what we need to do.
Yeah, because there is a lot of them. Yeah. There's a lot of them still. So that's a good idea for your show to big them up. You know what
definitely.
I mean? Like every week, give parents a listing of them. You know what I mean? Like, because if we don't big them up, who's gonna be?
Who is?
Exactly.
And I feel like, you know what? I feel like a lot of the youth, if they had that education at home, a lot of the problems in society won't be happening, bro.
Yeah.
Because I changed due to knowledge. What kept me down was the lack of knowledge, bro. When I deep it, really and truly. So knowledge is power out here, bro. So I feel that should be mandatory more than anything else. Cause if you're a black man, you definitely got to teach your kids black history, bro. And it's positive black history, bro. Don't talk about no slavery shit to me, cause I don't want that shit. You get me, cousin?
Exactly, and I think it's that point of black history, white history, it's our history, it's all history. You understand? Like, you teach them about all of it, because even what they teach the white kids about their history, they don't teach it. Like, for instance, in the civil rights and black people getting liberated and freedom stuff, do you know how much white lawyers was behind that? Do you know how much white people was behind that? And I only learned about Jim Brown when I left school.
I heard that.
the white man that saved bare black slaves.
Yeah.
Teach them that in school. They don't want the white kids to hear that. So they're indoctrinating the white kids as well. You understand? By not teaching about
There are white kids that do good.
Yeah, there are white people that do good. Yeah. They're not at the forefront. King James, all these people, Henry VIII chopped off his wife's head. Were you teaching us about Macbeth? Is this a dagger I see before me? The cradle towards my... You know what I mean? You're teaching them bare violence. Then you're surprised when they're violent.
And they're wondering why the youngest want to bun the thing. Yo, big up too bad. You're mad. But yeah, you know what? You saying that my country, capital city... The people that landed there were free because of white people helped them, bro. That's why it's called Freetown.
Where you from?
Sierra Leone.
Okay, powers.
Salon. Tribe of Judah, Mende family. You get me? You know what? I'm gonna start cancelling out that name though, Sierra Leone, because when I found out it was named by a Portuguese man, they want to call the country that no more blood. So big up all my Tribe of Judah people. You get me? Cause we're dealing with tribes now. We're not even dealing with countries no more. Cause that thing's tapped.
So, what are you? Are you religious? Are you a man of God?
Yeah, I would say. Yeah, I believe in God.
God fearing. Yeah.
God fearing. You know, it's there. God, like praying and all that stuff. I believe that's like a form of self-reflection. You know what I mean? Because when you're praying for your peoples and yourself, and it's an inner thing. You know what I mean? It's a moment of silence for yourself. Whether it's God or the source. It's all connected. I believe there's gods that was put in different nations, in different cultures to bring that same message of love, peace and all of that good stuff. That's why you got so many different ones to relate to because not everyone can relate to the same gods, you understand? So that's one thing with religion now. When you mine's is the best, but you got the same message. Like, you know what I mean? It's not because you're Muslim or Christian, whatever, you're going to make it to heaven. It's your deeds. You know what I mean? So judge a man by his deeds, not by his religion. Like, I don't care if you got a Rasta man hat with red, gold and green, and don't means you're a real Rasta. You know what I mean? It don't mean you're godlike. Like, a lot of people hide behind these things. You know what I mean? And judge people for not being this way. But these times, that guy you're judging who's not religious, say someone who's not religious, but he's doing hella good deeds. Like, that's his life.
What's he not going to heaven now?
So he's not going to heaven now.
Because he's not religious.
Exactly.
Yeah, let's get silly.
Yeah,
silly.
Yeah.
And I feel like when it gets silly, you see what's the word? They start becoming, they start attacking you, bro. Because they're backed in a corner and they got nothing to say now. Do you get what I'm saying? But yo, what did I see on your Instagram this week, dog? You talking about the volcano in St. Vincent, dog.
Yeah, that was mad. So,
yeah.
And you wasn't really happy about what you're seeing.
Bruv. Do you know what it is, yeah? A lot of, especially in England, I'm more focused on England now, innit? All this American talk. So, what I see in England with all these conscious groups and all this, you're just following trends, bro. It's because it's St. Vincent. If St. Vincent was trending, you hear all these men talking about it for the clout. That's what I hate. You know what I mean? Exactly. That's why we're saying that tune there. They jump on the bandwagon, then we jump off it. Follow the money trail, then it leads to the profit. You understand? But that's why we say that, because
2020.
You know what I mean? These man, like a lot of these man are for the clout. And for instance, like the St. Vincent thing. Why aren't we all talking about that? Like, white people raised 85 million for a burnt building church.
What, the one in France?
Yeah.
Real quick as well, blood.
In 48 hours, boom! So you're telling me every man can't chip in a £5 or a £2, bruv, for St. Vincent? Is boom, there you go, you're nice now. But when I researched St. Vincent and I spoke to Captain Rambo, we got Captain Rambo.
The short fella.
Yeah, he wears the belly.
He's at all the protests as well, though, isn't he?
I'll talk to you afterwards.
Yeah.
See that man?
Yeah, big up Captain Rambo.
You know the knowledge he's got, the history of England. He'll break out everything. Don's got, like what he's telling about St. Vincent. A lot of millionaires out there and billionaires. That's where they go to retire. You understand? That's a big place where millionaires and billionaires go to retire. And remember, that's not far from Epstein Island as well. You see what I'm saying? So I don't know why people ain't promoting it. You know what I mean? What's going on there? There's a lot of poverty there at the same time. You know what I mean? And I just don't get, like, Black Lives Matter. not posting about it. You know what I mean? I don't care about them anyway, but and other black groups as well that I wouldn't care to mention, not posting about it. I'm like, so what? George Floyd, it's only trending topics. Trending topics. It just pees me off, bruv. Like,
I see you saying stuff like, where's the head of people? Like, where are they? Where is the main person? Like, where are they? Why ain't no one talking about it? But you know what, Fire, bro? I think you need to become the head, bro. Because you're active, bro. Now, I know, but people look up to you as well, my brother. And sometimes, like I was saying to my little brother yesterday, responsibility is not given, bro. You get me? Because sometimes you just got to take it, my brother. Because it's yours. You get me? A lot of people look up to you. Maybe you got to become the head, bro. I know. Yeah, I know. It's a lot of pressure, but you know what, cuz? You was born to do this, cuz. You do it naturally.
That's mad you say the head, because my original nickname's Headman. That's
Powers.
That's what people call me. A little head. That was my name because my head big. They take off the hat so they can see my head big. I'm proud of it as well.
Nah, but all jokes aside, though, I mean that, bro. You hear me? Like,
I was trying to get away from it. See, I dropped the joke. He sees everything, you know. That's why they call you eyes, bro. I didn't miss that.
I do believe you can become the head now. It's that time, my bro. Everyone needs to feel and make their position and play their position, bro. Yeah. Don't avoid it, cuz.
But you know what it is, yeah? I think what it is with me now, like with my Instagram, people say you need to change it, you need to soften it down and all that. But I'm not here to be liked.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what we need, though.
That's what I'm not here to be liked. That's why like sometimes I want to really bun out certain people, you know, bro. No. Like bun them out, but but then I fall back. I'm like, bruv, how? Like for instance, with the youth them, yeah. With the, I'll be honest with the youth them. The problem is you got like community leaders, rare, save the youths. Then I will see you with man that you know that's hella smoking, hella drilly. You're like, wrong with my man. I'm like, bruv, how does that make sense? What message are you sending to the youths? Yeah. And I know these guys personally, like they're on smoke, like they're sending youths OT, they're there. You're like, yeah, man, rare. To be liked. You understand? You got to remember, Malcolm X weren't liked when he was around. Jesus weren't liked. Tupac weren't liked. All our biggest figures weren't liked.
It's the legacy, innit? In time, they understand it, cuz.
In time.
But that's what I said, like in one of the episodes. Like, we're just a speck of paint on the picture, blood. We can't see the full picture yet, brother. Yes. So as time goes on, the picture starts revealing. Then you start realizing, oh, I mean, I fucked up over there, dog. You get me? Time is a healer, man. Time is the healer, my bro.
Yeah, facts, man.
Yo, we're here, locked, live, with London Open TV, aka a Fire of Truth.
Jeez.
You get me? You gave us a live episode. But listen, Fire, I want to give you something. It's a special t-shirt, you get me? We blessed it for you.
Wow. Can I have a sign? Can I get signed?
Yeah, you can sign it. Sign it.
That's the powers.
You man are going to blow up, you know. So when you blow up, I'm like, yeah, I was there, bro. I'm not even going to open it until you man blow up properly.
Open it, wear it. You get me, cuz? It's yours. Thank you for coming down today. You get me, brother?
Yeah.
It's been a pleasure. Is there anything else you wanna shout out? You wanna give the people something before you go?
Just big up people in the community, man, doing their thing, man. You know, it's there. Big up Too Badder as well, man. I like what he done this year in the lockdown. You know what I mean? He was an inspiration. He showed you it's not about age, it's just about the energy and the timing. You know, big up my cousin Dexter Sims as well. He's like he's helped push Badder, and big up you, man. You know what I mean, bro?
Love, man. Love.
Big up Foster Light, Steady, Lavinia. You know what I mean? And what else I like to say? I just like to say, yeah, everyone who's doing conscious rap and conscious hip hop and that, support each other, man. Support each other, because our market can blow, but if we're not supporting each other, it's dead. It's dead. You understand? We've got to support each other. You don't have to post, man, on your main story, but this post, man, post, man, in your story, not on your page. At least that makes a big difference. If people see, you know what it is, because that's why I want, like, big up Red Pill as well, man, because he done that cypher. I was supposed to go, but I didn't go.
We went there still.
Yeah, we was there,
all of us went still.
Oh, man, I missed out, man. I was
live still.
Yeah, but yeah, we need more of that. We need more of that, more ciphers, because you know what is with young youths, when they see a bag of man together, they can choose a character out of the bag of man. But if they just see 1, 2 man, they might not like you two. So when they see like 10 man spitting conscious, like, yeah, I like the way his angle he comes across. You know what I mean? So we need more conscious ciphers, more of us together. You know what I mean? Show we're a unit and stick it on these mainstream dons. You get me, fam? That's what I'm about. The civil war and rap's gonna come, but I think as well in the conscious community, we need some conscious battles, fam. I'm gonna start sending for some man in my songs.
Oh,
watch you, boy. Don't think because man's conscious, man ain't out here, man can't send for you, bruv. You're gonna get some smoke soon. Carry on.
Yes.
you're gonna get some fire or truth coming at you, dog. You get me? You gotta make man go incognito mode, like. Yo,
Jesus.
you heard it from the man himself. Fire of truth. Yo, man, we're loving it. I loved it. We loved this. I loved it, bro. I just wish it could be longer.
Yeah,
I just wish it could be longer, bro.
That fly, didn't it?
I know, we actually gone over our time and everything, cuz.
Okay,
So
time
it's a
flies when you're having fun, you know?
Yeah. But we're definitely gonna get you in for a part 2, my bro.
Yeah, and hopefully next time I bring the
100.
Fossilites with me, man. I'd love for you lot to meet them. They're proper good people too, Lavinia and Steady.
Yeah.
Next time the whole
I think
team.
I met Steady with you once.
Yeah. You met him still.
Sure, brother, still. I think I heard a couple of his bars as well, still.
Yeah.
When you posted that.
Yeah. So yeah, that'll be nice as well to bring them in.
You got a good family network there, man. You need that, brother. So, yo, big up Fire of Truth. You can find him at. Drop your socials, my bro.
London Open TV, or you catch it or the Fossilites page as well. You know what I mean? So yeah, them 2 pages. So yeah, holla, man.
Make sure you following people. Yeah, he's a good person. You get me? He's a truth seeker for the people. Is that right to call you that?
Yeah, man, I just like to put out stuff to open people's minds, you know what I mean? Like a lot of young bucks are quiet on my page, you know?
They're quiet.
They don't comment, but
You
when I
know why?
see them, they're like, yo fam, you made me find a girlfriend. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, what you talking about having bare girls and done with my energy? I'm just with one thing now. Like, yo.
Because they're inexperienced right now. Do you get me? Really, the young bucks, we learning from, man. And that's, I think, even the music, that's why we're fucked. You go with the young boys educating the nation, cuz. That's just stupid, blood.
I wish we had longer.
I know.
Because that's what it is. That's why the labels don't assign the old. Imagine the label give me or you like, they're like, right, it's 2 mil. That's going into the community, bro. You give it to a young buck, that's just going to drugs and weapons. You know, drugs and guns. That's what that's going into. So they know, give them that money. So you got to remember, if you die now as a rapper, and you're signed, your image they keep. Yeah. So they can do all these performances with you as a
4D.
As a hologram. So, and they own the rights to that, so they don't mind. They're like, yeah, do your thing, man, because they know if you drop out, you're gonna your sales are gonna go through the roof. You're always there. And RIP DMX and Black Rob, man. I had to say that. You're always there.
Damn. Yeah. That was yesterday, innit? Black Rob.
Black Rob was yesterday. Still.
Sorry, rest in peace. Rest in peace.
That's all blessed. Rest in powers, man.
Yeah, hopefully we brought you the powers for breakfast this morning.
Yes.
Definitely been powerful up in here. And hopefully you can see why it's been called Frontline.
Frontline. With a Frontline king. You get me, cuz?
Fire of Truth.
We're going to finish this off on a little proverb. Yeah?
Yeah, go on.
That's it?
Yeah, go for it.
I was going to say something in the book, but fuck, I don't go on that. Listen. An intelligent enemy is better than a stupid friend.
Boy.
Remember that one there.
Hey, that one there. I'm mad.
And we're out, man. Big up everyone. We're going to go out today with Mr. Fossilites Music himself with 2021 featuring Mammy Marissa. And we're good to go, people. Yo, big up Fire of Truth. We hope to see him in the future.
Yes.
Follow him. Link up with him. And we're good. Shout out Talent Mafia in the building. Local Lou. motslive.co.uk. And we're out, man. Powers for breakfast.
Powers.
Great awakening.
I see
Cryptocurrency, cashless society.
Mad.
More lockdowns equals more suicide and raging anxiety. It's like the people fear the government more than they fear the almighty. Your favourite rapper just wanna cruise around the city in a drop top with a soda slightly, stunting on the gram. Fuck freedom. He just wanna be icy. See me, I'm burning out the evil. Can't force me to take no needle. Biblical times was written before the Bible was written in Hebrew. How can I judge a man for what he do? As a collective, we got bigger problems to see to. Gang violence, media silence, child trafficking, mass surveillance of our privacy. What's up, Telegraph? There's no difference to me. All on the same web with the same spider. You're listening to some jewels from an old-time rider. Yellow brick road, the truth seem cold. They're applying the pressure, they want us to fold. Don't mind staying in my yard cause outside's cold. But where's this all gonna go? Is it all about power, souls and control? We need to rewind past the remote control. 2020, 2021, closer to the equator, closer to the sun. Mom, you raised a revolutionary son. 2020, 2021, closer to the equator, closer to the sun. Mom, you raised a revolutionary son. Revolutionary.
I had to put on one of Mr. King's speeches. Still not getting treated like one of God's creatures. Cause even parasites and leeches can give motivational speeches. What makes you think that they're qualified to be leaders?
The clout chasers,
the infiltrators,
only sent in to be instigators.
only on it cause it's the trending topic.
Jump on the bandwagon, then we
Jump off it.
Follow the money trail, then it leads to the profit.
Cause this is how the money gets generated. Stealing off the poor and uneducated.
London's burning cause the riots escalated. Just like we estimated.
Ain't no getting back to normal unless we're getting vaccinated. I swear the government is trying to pull a fast one. Stuck in lockdown, trying to make the weed last long. Gotta cut back, can't strap it up too strong. Can't leave my yard without gloves and a mask on. Cause if he walk past, he might have something to pass on. I swear the foster lights was the next Wu-Tang. But Miss Wing, back wing, up in Wuhan. And while the government be fighting for land and power, we be in the supermarkets fighting for bread and flour. No retreat, no surrender, we will never cower. Still screaming black power. Still screaming